Sincerity in doing work, self discipline. Let us focus on self discipline. Every single chapter that we are going to cover here in this 90-day challenge is going to be a practical work, and you will have to do the work in order to become the kind of person you want to have in your life. The ideal life is basically going to be the amazing framework that we are going to create in our life. Okay, now we are going to just create simplicity in our work. Now, when I say simplicity, it is going to be absolutely on the self discipline. You might have heard self discipline for hundreds of times in your life, but this time we are going to stay laser focused on self discipline as a habit. Now, you might have not experienced how self discipline is going to work in our community. Now, this is going to be the foundation and backbone of the course that we are doing. Self discipline is going to be something where everyone have to come up and commit exactly the kind of work they need to do. In this, we are going to self-discipline every single person the kind of work you need to do. For example, from day one, planning and implementation, you are supposed to come and commit in the team. We will create a post and you will commit in the team that yesterday I have done the planning for today, and you have to come up there and put a comment saying that I have completed, and this will be replied back again. So in this way, we are going to cultivate a group and a habit that is going to sustain in your life. Number one, for self-discipline, the first and the foremost thing you need to focus on is the fundamental idea of correcting yourself. Now, you know the things you need to self-discipline in order to get great body, the kind of food you need to eat in order to become the excellent body that you require. Now, focusing on the wealth part, you know the disciplines you need to have in order to create the wealth. And the third one is basically the relationship part. So in order to come up with your relationship, in order to maintain your relationship, you also need to give from your heart. And there are few key things we are going to discuss in this part, and by discussing the few things, you are going to be much more disciplined. Now, self-discipline, why do I connect self-discipline with sincerity? And only when you are sincere towards your work, you can create the self-discipline. Many people are just thinking about transforming their life. They are not committed to transforming their life. They are not sincere in transforming their life or making themselves better and making a great life in their work. So you as a person have to ask yourself, are you really sincere about bringing this change in your life? If you are sincere in bringing this change in your life, then only you can bring the self-discipline that is required to transform your life. Now, if you do not have the sincerity, self-discipline is not going to work. So if you are sincere about something that yes, I am sincere and committed to bring the change in my life, self-discipline is going to work. Now, every person will have different self-discipline rules. One of the key things we want to practice and we want to give it to the community is the self-discipline in the kind of food you need to eat, because mind is one of the basic and the foundational things in order to think better, think clear, and it is also going to be guidelines and guiding direction for you. So now on, have the self-discipline. Say no to all the junk food. Say no to all the deconformities in your life. Say no to all the food that is going to spoil your mind and body. So stay only focused towards one of the key area, that is, from now on I am going to eat in a very healthy manner. I'm going to discipline myself the kind of food that I would eat. Okay, there is a simple formula. What is that you're going to do? We will give you an action plan, because every chapter that we have is always clubbed with an action part for you to do. Now, number one, let us start with the self-discipline for the health. Now, for the self-discipline in health, make a firm decision that the kind of food you eat, always make sure 30 to 40% of your food is going to be veggie. Now, either it is breakfast or lunch or dinner, make sure your food is always accompanied with 30 to 40% of fruits and raw vegetables added into your food. Number one. And number two, make sure you avoid all the junk food and all the frozen foods and all the food that is going to add more sugar into your life. So cut down on that. And for the health benefit, at least make sure you walk for 10 to 15 minutes every day in the fresh air and feel that breeze. Fix the time. Now, for this activity you need to come back to the group and community and commit that this is the time I'm going to make my 20 minutes or 15 minutes walk, and this time is your committed time every single day. You cannot achieve self discipline by just saying that okay, simply I'm going to walk. No, what time you're going to walk, and you have to be specific, morning or evening. The best time to walk is basically in the morning, where you can we are going to split and have a morning routine. The second self discipline is your morning wake up time. The time that you go to sleep and the time to wake up have to be disciplined. If you don't discipline your time you go to sleep and wake up, your brain is not going to function efficiently. The science and facts are there, where I will pass the link for you to see how your brain will function more if you wake up 4 a.m. All the successful people have the habit of working for 4 a.m. By waking up 4 a.m. in the morning, you're going to have an amazing and beautiful day, and the first 20 minutes is going to craft your day, how it is going to be. So the first 20 minutes once you wake up, make sure that you spend amazing time. You rock on, you have this particular time with amazing fascination, amazing quality, and amazing discipline in this particular 20 minutes. Maybe you read the book or do meditation or go for a walk. All of this will create joy, and that joy will come throughout the day. And the second thing is, let us talk about the wealth. For wealth, you need to clear your mind from all the junk that is there, and you need to start putting the new habits. Now, self discipline, why we say this is not a 90-day program, we say it is going to carry out for the 1 year. If you travel with us, we are going to feed your mind, we are going to give systems for you, we are going to give books that you need to read, and by feeding your mind and taking the right actions and by following the books that we give, you're going to become wealthy, healthy, and going to take the relationship to the next level. Now, for the wealth, there are few things which we will tell you on the go. You will be able to improve. We will have separate one-on-one session to identify what you're passionate about and how you can make money out of that. Or as a simple person, we will give you simple guidelines on where you can invest your money and you can multiply or make profits in the long run. If money is something that is bothering you, you need to cultivate a good relationship with money. So we will have detailed talk on money part on later videos, but right now on the wealth part, the action that you need to do is always keep track of the money that is coming in and going out. Make sure your expenses are within the money that you are earning. Now, most people do not track how much money they are spending and how much money they are earning, and more often people spend more than they earn. If your salary is 2,000, make sure you spend only 1,500 and at least have 500 to save. But if your salary is say 2,000 and your expenses more than 2,000, then you are putting yourself in trouble. So this is the money management part, and for this, the action for today is make sure every day how much you spend and look at the things that you need to consider on your inflows. We will work on this gradually. And the third point is relationship. For relationship, define a time that you would spend with the close people who are there in your life. Put a circle and see who are the people who are associated in commitment with your life. Let us say if your father is supporting you, if your mother is supporting you, how much time do you spend with them, thanking them for what they have done, giving them a sense of gratitude? Or if your wife is supporting you in your business, in your work, or in your daily life, how much time do you spend to say thanks or stay connected? Now, we will have another video called Emotional Connect. With the Emotional Connect, we will explain to you how basically you can take the relationship to the next level. So that we will share in Emotional Connect lesson, which will come in the future. But right now, make sure that you spend 10 minutes with the loved ones to convey the most important message in your life, that you love them so much and you're ready to take care of them. Right now, you're working on transforming your life so that you can transform them and fulfill all the dreams and what they have in your life. Now, the fourth activity for the self-discipline that you need to do today is spiritual activity. Spend at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes in prayer once you wake up in the morning. You can do that for meditation, or you can do a pure prayers by connecting with the divine, or just stay silent, close your eyes and be thankful to God for all the wonderful things that He had given to you in your life. So that is for today on self-discipline, and let us master this in order to become extraordinary in our life. So let us take this this and see how we can improvise this in our life. So the action item is very simple. Follow the workbook, take the workbook, fill the sheets, and then come back to the commitment. Now, the attachment for worksheet will consider sincerity in doing work and the self-discipline with all the 4 pointers on health, wealth, relationship, and spirituality. Now, all the 4 actions you need to take and confirm it in the group. Thank you.